Hello.
What up?
What's up, man?
What up, man? How are you?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good, man. Just walking out of a session.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You at the studio, obviously.
I'm
Not
at
at home.
I'm at an artist house.
Okay. We're at
Yeah,
Atlanta.
in Atlanta. Yep.
Okay. What, you guys doing some recording there? Or?
Production stuff. Getting ready to finish a song and mix it
Nice, nice,
for his
man.
album. Yep. How are y'all? Y'all good?
Good, man. Good. Just so you know, yeah, we're live on Facebook and recording this for future reference.
Awesome.
So
You
cool,
know,
man.
you know
Huh?
that. You
What's
know, I'm okay with that.
Yes, sir. So just to give you an idea, where I know I talked to you about this before, but just giving out, talking to different people, different artists, different engineers, stuff like that. Working with big artists, working with small artists,
Yes.
stuff like that. So first off, I know a lot of my guys, the guys that I work with, may know you, but if you want to just introduce yourself real quick, let people know who you are, what you do, etc.
Yeah, yeah. I'm Jacob Biz Morris. I live in Atlanta, engineer.
But where are
Currently,
you
I'm with.
from?
Yeah, I'm from Dallas.
You got to put that
uh,
in.
I know. I live in Atlanta, but I'm from Dallas. There you go. Uh, yeah, man. So right now I am the head engineer for Reach Records. If people don't know who that is, it's an artist who owns it. His name is Lecrae, and Andy Minio's on the label. RG's on the label. Tedashi's on the label. Triple E's on the label. And there's so many good artists on the label. So I just oversee all the engineering for those projects and mix a lot of that stuff, and then more.
Nice. Where can people find you social media wise?
Jacob Biz Morris.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
Nice, man. Nice. So yeah. So I know you said you're working. You got a little bit of time.
Yeah, man. I'm driving home. I just got done.
Okay. Cool. Nice. So what? Now with the last guest I had, we'll go in that kind of same direction here. So starting off, what would you say, or what information would you give to artists that are just starting off? Like, what's some key important factors that artists that are just starting off, that are trying to get to that next level, like what is some good information that you can give to them?
Be consistent.
How so?
If you're gonna put out music regularly. Make sure it's quality, but just be consistent. If you say you're gonna do something, do it. Be consistent. I see the artists who are winning actually just put out music on a regular basis, and just find a timeline that's good for your fans and that's good for the listeners, and so that they know that they're going to expect music from you. I feel like music, it gets so consumed fast now,
Mm-hmm.
so the more that you can put out, the better. So just I think consistency is key.
Nice. Nice.
So,
What about as far as any other tips that you can give? Like, what do you think? What do you think about YouTube beats versus finding an actual producer?
man, I don't care about that. I think if however you can get the song to be good and make a great song, I think is key. So if that's finding a producer on YouTube, man, I've seen those win.
Sure.
You can find a producer that lives in your city that you guys can just grind out more songs. Man, I see that as winning too. Um, I feel like whatever you can do to actually be consistent on making quality music, I think is good. I would not throw shade on you if you find a good producer from YouTube and do a good song off of it. I mean, you see it happen all the time.
Right. For sure. What about as far as recording quality wise, us as engineers? Like,
Yeah,
what?
I think that's a big deal.
Yeah. How so? If you can explain.
Uh, yeah, so I feel like people, especially artists who are starting off, most artists don't really care about quality. You find like the top 5% actually do.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that I find funny is when an artist who doesn't care about quality, the reference that they give me for a record is someone who recorded on a $20,000 vocal chain.
Quality. Yeah.
So they hear quality, but they don't care about quality, mainly because they don't know about quality. So
Sure.
um, I think any artist who's starting off who really wants to be taken serious should know that you have to find key people to make that happen. And most of the time that's finding an engineer that can be with you. And people will say to me, like, well, that's going to cost a lot of money. Bro, I mix so many songs a year free for artists who I actually believe in.
Yeah.
So if you can build a relationship with artists, if you can build a relationship with engineers who are good, that will actually vibe with you and actually make you sound good, I say do that. But that just again, is going to be you have to be consistent on your part with that relationship.
Nice. So you bring up a good topic. So you say you mix it for free, but you're not really mixing it for free. You're getting on the back end, right? Writer share, publishing.
Sometimes I actually just mix the song for free because I like the artist. But especially when you're working with these artists who are just starting off, asking for back end is more of a headache. They don't even know about back end. Then I teach them back end. So most of the time it's just a headache.
Yeah. So when you are working with, because I know I've heard it a lot. I'm sure a lot of my other students, listeners have heard it a lot, where artists will say, "Let me pay you on the back end." Like,
sure, yeah.
You're somebody who works with a lot of people who actually make money on the back end.
Yeah.
So how does that work out, or what do you look at? Like, if you're pursuing, not saying, tell me specifically what you worked out, but like what are some things you would work out with an artist who you maybe has a past history of sales or something like that? Like, what is something you would try and negotiate there?
Well, it all depends on what I have to do on the song too, right? So if I'm being creative on a song, then I'm going to ask for production on the song. If I'm arranging a song for them, I'm asking for production.
What percentage are you starting at?
It depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes it's 5%, sometimes it's 15%.
Sure.
Most of the time, I'm just going to get artist points.
Yeah.
Writer
share.
Yeah.
Right.
So
okay. No publishing, just writer.
Sometimes. I think it just all depends.
Right. Obviously, it depends, but
this is such a cliche answer. It depends, but that's
sure.
It really depends on.
But if I came to you, if I'm an established artist and I came to you and I said, "Yo, Biz, I got this record. It's already recorded. We recorded it great, at this nice fancy studio. I need you to do your thing on it. That means arrangement, whatever." Yeah. So what would be your opening negotiation with me?
Well, am I going to get a fee or no?
Yes, you're going to get a fee, but you're going to get paid, but we're also talking. So I may be an artist that maybe isn't of Lecrae stature, but maybe an artist that's up and coming. Yeah, we got maybe 1 million streams, 2 million streams a year, something like that.
I'm going to get writer share.
What percentage are you starting at?
5%.
Okay, no publishing?
Nah.
Okay, cool. No, that's definitely good. That's a good topic.
I see if it's from the artist, like I think if it's an artist that's coming to me and it's an artist, I'm taking a piece of his pie.
Right. But you're also adding a piece to his pie as well.
Sure. But the producer didn't come in and ask me to do it. The writer did.
Right.
Yeah.
So at that point, you're playing producer. Right. In terms of producing the song, right?
Yeah, maybe. That's a gray area. Maybe.
Right.
I think the artist should always go back to the producer and ask him to arrange a song and all that. I don't think that's an engineer's job. I think that's a producer's job. So yeah, if I'm doing that, then yeah, I'm playing the producer role. Sure. Now you guys, this is a heated topic. Mm-hmm. There's a difference between beat makers and producers.
Yes. Go ahead, brother. This is my favorite topic.
It's a heated topic, bro. There's times that I get multis that are 4 bars of loops. That's all it is. And they think it's our job as engineers to actually arrange it into something, and that's not an engineer's job.
Right.
That's producer's job.
Exactly.
So a lot of times I say, here you go. Here's your files back. Please send me the correct ones. And if they don't, then that's a conversation I'm about to have. Most of the time, it's just they don't know. They don't know.
Right. So what if you're dealing with an artist? So put yourself in somebody else's shoes. If you're dealing with an artist and they want you to just arrange, produce, like, hey,
I mean,
sound like, so what are you gonna do? Again, if they ripped a beat off YouTube, obviously they're not working with a producer, right? They're working with you.
no, actually, I'm not. My name's not gonna be on that song.
Yeah.
No, I don't want nothing to do with it. Just pay me my upfront fee.
Yeah. So at that point, are you gonna charge more?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Because there's a chance that they're gonna get sued, or that song's gonna be taken down.
Right.
So I just spent all this time and I negotiated 25-30% of the song that I'm actually not gonna.
Right.
I'm not gonna get.
Yep. No. So definitely very important. Very important for artists out there. So, which is what I was trying to get to earlier, like not necessarily finding a YouTube producer, but just ripping beats off of YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people find beats on YouTube, but actually reach out to the producer and have them do more stuff.
Yeah.
For them, and it's great.
So if somebody's coming to you with a YouTube MP3 and they have no contact with the producer, you're not talking splits. You're just.
Nah. Yeah, I'm not talking splits.
Cool. Just want a clarification on that for everybody, because not everybody's as in depth with what splits and stuff like that. So nice.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite part about the process? Is it recording? Is it mixing? Is it like, what do you enjoy?
All of it.
Yeah. If you could do one thing, what would it be? Record or mix?
Mix.
Okay. So what do you?
That'd be really hard for me to stop recording though, because I really enjoy recording the artists that I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they, I've been working with them since I was a teenager.
Yeah.
A lot of them,
right.
Trust that's there. They don't question when I say something or when I do. Even the new artists I'm working with, because they see me in the room with the people who they look up to sonically.
Right. Sure.
They trust too.
They know your record.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, but I think I would have to stick with mixing.
Yeah. What's your? So I know you don't deal with a lot of this, but I know I do, and a lot of my my followers do. If you're given, well, before I go there, like, what's your favorite part of the mixing process? Is it more of the technical stuff like EQ and compressing, or do you enjoy more of like the effects, the drops, the production value that comes with that? Like, what do you enjoy better?
EQ and compressing.
Why?
I get to shape the sound of the song. I get to find where stuff is actually going to sit.
Mm-hmm.
I get to glue everything together. I get to take the song to the next level. I feel like though the effects and drops do enhance that,
mm-hmm.
that's not what creates a song. I can create a song with a lot of drops. Doesn't make the song sound good.
Nice, man. So what? If I can say, like, what? If you had, again, I know you're not dealing with this type of clientele, but again, just to entertain myself and other people, if you had an hour to mix a song, where are you starting?
Drums.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like, man, that's hard. That is so hard.
It depends. I know it depends on the song, right?
Yeah,
but if you got, premium quality recording, let's say digital drums, there's no live recorded drums. Let's say you have maybe 8 drum tracks, maybe 8 instrument tracks, and like 4 vocal tracks. Where are you starting?
Did the song come to me pre-mixed?
No, the song did not. It didn't come to you with a rough or anything. It came to you with "Do Your Thing."
Drums.
And what are you doing? You don't have to get into specifics, but what?
I'm soloing the 808, the kick, and the snares or claps, and I'm balancing off rip.
Okay. How do you? Are you for or against parallel compression?
I rarely do it.
Yeah. You try and get it right on the individual tracks.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I rarely do parallel. Sometimes I do it on my vocal bus, sometime, but never do I really do it on drums.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
So what if I had to say, if you were trapped, do you do like separate additive, subtractive EQing?
Do I say that one more time?
Do you do like separate EQs for additive and subtractive, or do you kind of combine it all in one?
Sometimes I do them. I mean, yeah, sometimes I do both. Sometimes I have one EQ that's doing both, and sometimes I have another one that's doing both.
Okay.
I think it depends on the chain of the EQ and where the EQ is going to sit.
Okay, so if you were trapped on an island with two, we'll say 3 EQs, 3 compressors, what would that include?
I mean, 3 is a lot.
No, I know. I gave the last guy 3, so I'm gonna give you 3.
That makes it harder. Fat filter, Pro Q3.
Are you using that more additive or subtractive?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else? EQ.
It's a dynamic EQ and it's really good.
Which one?
I'm saying it's a dynamic EQ and that's so good.
Okay.
That fat filter.
Yeah.
I mean, it does. If you have to ask me to pick one plugin and all, that's going to be it.
Okay.
I would probably do the Poltec EQ from UAD.
Nice.
And then probably my. Oh, man, that's hard.
We're talking just plugins here, not.
Yeah.
We'll get to hardware in a second.
I would do maybe the SPL. I don't know, man. That's hard. Maybe the music.
Well, that's all right. The 2 you gave us,
Yeah.
the Poltec, the UAD Poltec, and the Fab Filter. What about compression? If you can give us 1 to 3 compressors that you use.
LA2A.
Which one?
All UAD. Tube Tech, CO1B, and I'll do the 1176 as well.
Nice. Okay. Now hardware.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a hardware guy. I know you're a hardware guy.
Yeah.
What? I know a lot of people may not know what you have in your arsenal in terms of hardware. I mean, if you want to tell people what you have, but if not, what? If you want to tell them, go ahead. But if not, what hardware can't you live without?
I got asked this question today, actually. Someone asked me what I thought about my Better Maker mastering limiter.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if it died today, I would buy a new one tomorrow. So that would be my probably my go-to.
With just strictly for mastering, or you use that for?
I mean, it'd be on my master bus. If not, I'd be on my master bus always.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm mostly like, especially if I know I'm mastering a song, then I'm probably just gonna be mastering as I go. Like I'm gonna hand the client when I print my mix, it's gonna be the master.
It's gonna be basically the pre-master or pretty much the master. So you're not separating it. You're not bouncing the mix out. You're pretty much prepping the mix for the master.
The mix that I give them is the master that they can upload to DSP.
Cool. Yeah. So that's the only piece, or is there another piece? Like it could be microphone, it could be preamp, anything.
I tell you that if I got to pick one piece, that's it.
Okay, if you had to pick one microphone, what would it be?
Homie, you already know this. C800.
Yep. What about the
Golden Age?
Yep.
Golden Age?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
I mean, I would pick that as well.
Yeah. Nice. What about a preamp? If you could take one preamp, what would it be?
BAE 1073.
Which one? By who?
BAE.
BAE? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Compressor CO1B.
Going in?
So 800 1073
to BAE 1073 to Tube Tech.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, that's a beautiful chain.
It's a great chain.
No, it is. It's amazing. So, what about as far as if you can mix bus? Like, if you can, I mean, again, you don't have to give
Yeah,
us
yeah.
your what you
Oh, I
do,
got it.
but are you big on doing it? I mean, it sounds like I know the answer, but are you big on doing a lot of stuff on the mix bus or submix or?
Yeah, you know my outboard gear.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
No, is that what you're asking?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. If you
yeah,
want to give that, sure.
yeah. So I'm going dangerous compressor into my mastering limiter. Sometimes I throw in my master bus processor. Sometimes I don't.
The Neve
Um,
master
from
bus
the yeah,
processor. Nice.
yep. And then
Okay.
I have the Symphony interface, but I go to my Burl converter.
Converter. Is
Yeah.
that the same converters you use for recording or no?
No,
No. Which ones do you use for recording?
I just use the Symphony.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
That's good.
Nice. So what we talked about information that you would give to artists. What advice or information would you give to up and coming engineers?
Yeah, don't move too fast. Find someone that you could sit under and actually learn. Don't worry about credits. Credits will come. Um, and just like soak in all the information that you can. Just drop the pride. You don't know anything, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What what about as far as practicing? Like, what are some things you would say that I know you have interns and
Mm-hmm.
potentially students and stuff like that. So what are some things that you have them practice or you have them do? Like, what are some things that
Wrap cables. That's what I have them do all day long. No, I'm joking. No, I have. I
no,
mean, I have
that's
my
important.
interns.
That's important.
It is basically I give my interns tasks to see if they could do it, and it does seem like dumb task, right? Like, can you wrap all these cables?
Right.
But I want to see what they're like. Can you finish a job and do
Their
it
work
with
ethic.
excellence?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they do the job with, I I hear it all the time. Like, if you have a job, act like you own the business. Or I
Yeah.
forget what the saying is. Like, if you work at McDonald's, act like you own it.
Yeah. And guess who's gonna own a McDonald's later?
That
Probably
person.
that person.
Exactly. No, that's 100% true. I see the same thing too. You have interns that I don't want to do this, or I don't want to work with this artist. What would you say to those people? I know we talked about this a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
What do you say to the guys that say, I just want to work with this artist, or I just want to do this? Like, besides saying you're fired, like what positive advice would you give them?
Again, I would just say like, man, it took me 10 years to get a gold record. You know what I'm saying? Like, it took me that, and I've worked with like dudes, the same dudes for this long. It's like not everything happens overnight, and that's just
and some
that's
people don't even
what you
get gold
see.
records.
No, some people don't
Yeah.
get gold records. Like,
Right.
and then it took me a couple more years to get a platinum record. And like Grant, like it just takes years to do stuff.
Right.
And I say don't what you see on Spotify. I mean, not Spotify, Instagram. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's a fake life. People aren't really like people are. That's just a clout. Get off social media
Mm-hmm.
and like stop letting that be your standard on where you should be. Like you need to put in the time. Like all the greats before us put in their times.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Same goes to artists. Artists think it's overnight.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is.
Sometimes it is, but a lot more, 99.9% of the time, you don't see the 5-10 years that go into the
Grinding
process
and
right?
losing stuff and
Right.
keep going. Yeah.
Spending money, going broke.
Yep.
That's what I tell people all the time. Like, man, if you're not willing to invest your money in yourself, how would you expect anybody else to invest that money? That's why I spend all my money on myself.
I don't spend nothing on myself.
Yeah, I know you spend other people's money on yourself.
No, I spent all my money on myself.
No.
No, that's good.
Cool, man. So yeah, I mean, any other tips or things you'd like to share with people before I
Man,
let you go? Did you drive the Tesla home, or did you even
I
drive?
drove. I drove the Tesla home.
Did you have your hands on the steering wheel?
No, I did not. Man, no, I do for the younger engineers. I just say stop looking around you, thinking you should be somewhere that you're not. Be content and just learn all the information you can, so that when you are in the position, um, you have the right knowledge and the right skill set to prove that you're that good.
Definitely. What about etiquette? I know that's a big thing for me. What about etiquette?
Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, we only take a couple interns at a time, and that's the first thing we talk about is like, are you
Like
like you're just a
if I'm an intern and I'm coming into
you're
you, like what are you telling me day one?
you're a fly on the wall.
Right. So can I say
You know,
anything
like
about if I notice
in a session, if I'm
somebody's
in a
offbeat?
recording, if I'm in a recording session, the only noise I should be hearing is your pen writing a question on a paper. Don't ask me during the session. Just ask me after.
Amen.
And I make sure that you get time. But the only noise I should hear from you is a pen writing a question.
Amen.
Yeah. And that's not, and a lot of people who are in the music industry, like that's really nice.
Yeah.
Because there's interns who, if you sneeze, you're fired and you're out of the room.
Bro,
I've
I know,
yeah.
I've been in sessions where a dude yawned and damn near got beat up by a client. Mm-hmm. So yeah, no, it's the same thing I tell my students is, bro, if you're in a session, you don't say nothing, you sit there, like you said, you write down. The only thing I want to hear is your pen writing down a question that you can ask me after the session, after a client leaves. But yeah, any creative input? Oh, he should have done this. No, nope, that's not what you're here for. Nope. That's
not right now.
Get you kicked out right away.
I have an intern that was my intern, and he learned that the hard way. He tried to show someone the beats, and he learned that the hard way, and he stepped up his game.
He tried to show an artist beats. Is that what you said?
He didn't know. We weren't mean about it. We were saying, "Yo, don't do that again."
Yeah,
that's not proper.
No,
and he's like, "Oh, okay." Man, he for the next 4 months, he put in his time and he engineered and he learned how to be a proper intern and like be a fly on the wall. Dude, he's producing so much stuff for us right now.
Yeah.
Because he did it at the right time.
Up. He went and was trying to solicit beats, essentially, is what you're saying.
Yep. And I had to pull him aside and said, "Don't do it again."
Yeah. No,
that's humiliating.
No, it is. I've had to do that multiple times, and it is humiliating for me. It's like, I got this person that's coming here, I work with, maybe Shauna or Twist or this one or that one, and somebody sees them come in and they're like, "Oh, yo, check out my beats." And it's like, that's not why they're here. They're here because they want to get something done.
They want to get a song done.
Right. They're not here to check out your beats. So yeah, I mean, that's always a big thing I tell a lot of my students is, hey, when you're here, you're not a beat maker. You're not an artist.
You're an engineer.
You're an intern engineer.
Yep. Nice. Yep. Yeah, it's not me. It's not us being mean. It's us saying. I mean, again,
it's understanding the business.
That's us being nice.
Yeah. No, it is.
I've seen people get yelled at, and I've seen people get hit. I've seen people, yeah.
No, I don't know if you got this story when you went to Crass too. So if people don't know, obviously I went to Conservatory Recording Arts. So did Biz. I remember the story when I was at Crass. I forget what instructor told it, but I remember it was a story. They had a student who was interning for Trent Reznor. You probably know what I'm talking about. And I forget what the intern did, something like that. But Trent Reznor made him go to the store, buy a bunch of gay porno magazines, and he had him cut out all the penis pictures in the magazines.
Oh, I don't remember this story.
And put them in a bowl. And then once he cut out all the penises and put them in a bowl, he made them throw them up in the air like confetti. And just embarrassed the heck out of him. And
that's so mean.
It is, but at the same time, it's like, is that dude gonna ever do what he did again?
No,
probably not. So it's a funny story, but it's kind of mean, but at the same time, it was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But I learned right away from the instructors at Crass were good at letting us know studio etiquette. At least me.
Yeah, man, and let me just tell you, like the people who I hire are the people who are go-getters and know how to ask to do something. Like if you see that the fridge needs to be filled up,
Fill it up.
fill it up.
Right.
Like it makes your job easier.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
No, if people can't, that's the thing I learned from Crass is make them not want to get rid of you. As when you're an intern. Make them say like, "Hey, when Joe is here, everything is clean. I don't got to tell him to take out the
because
garbage."
guess what that does for me? If I know that, oh man, like stuff's actually getting taken
You
care
can
of,
focus
and
on the music.
if I give you a session to do a mix build, and you see that a snare is wrong or something's out of place or there's a breath that's not, like I know that you're actually gonna do it, like fix it before I even get to it.
Exactly, and outside of that, I mean, just business wise, I mean, that's one of my biggest things is like. When I have clients that are like coming ringing my doorbell, I shouldn't have to ask my intern go get the door. Like your ass should be out of the chair, go and get in the door. You know what I mean? It's like if I got two interns sitting here, like why do I got to look at you and say, "Hey, can you go get the door?"
Sure.
Again, it's not me being a dick, but it's just being helpful. Which is what guys like me and guys like you were looking for if we're hiring somebody is, hey, is this guy helpful? Is this guy going to add to my stress or relieve
take away
from
stress?
Exactly.
Sure.
So
yeah, man. Well, man, I appreciate you having me.
No, man, I appreciate you. Thank you very much, man. It's good talking to
soon,
you,
bro.
Yeah,
man. Hit me up anytime.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.